Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT. We're at Stacy King Cobra's Boxing Club. You're watching True School Sports.
Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, to my left, we have my pops, and he is here with me to recap the Kid Galahad fight, rocking the black True School Sports hoodie proudly.
Yeah.
How you doing, Dad?
I'm doing great. I'm doing real great.
He's doing fantastic, and I'm doing pretty good too.
Anytime we talk boxing,
Anytime we talk about
boom! You know,
you know it's all good.
Yeah,
you know it's all good. But we wanted to recap this and just give our thoughts on this Josh Warrrington versus Kid Galahad fight, because this was the one fight last weekend that I didn't have a chance to watch when it was live, and me and him had a chance to watch it together. And I'll swing it over to him. Dad, well, you had a chance to watch it. What were your thoughts on this Warrrington Galahad fight?
Well, I'm starting to believe the phrase that you tell me a lot of times when you see you have the dominant opponent as a champion, and you have the challenger that comes in at the press conference. He just puts everything like icing on the cake on how he says he's gonna beat him. He's ready. He do this and that. And I've been falling for that fucking bullshit. But you know what? I thought whatever his name, what's his name?
Kid Galahad.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna come in there and the way he sounded.
You got the same with Jacobs too.
And yeah, yeah, and all he did was hold. He had a couple shots, grab, hold, and that was it. But as far as Warrrington, I think he fought enough to win. It wasn't a dominating fight like I expected him to do, but he did win the fight. And I expect him to continue to be aggressive with his opponents, and I expect him to jump on a Joshua train, a plane, and come to the U.S. and fight some U.S. fighters over here in his weight class.
Okay.
That's what I expect. I want to see some true tests from him. My son and I were talking about his weight class. I think it's what you said. She killed Stevenson, maybe?
Yeah, I think it's him. He has Gary Russell Jr.
Gary Russell. So now, I would like to see Gary Russell. My son was telling me Gary Russell and him would be a good fight, but I honestly think Gary Russell will beat him based on speed. He's got a lot of speed.
Not even his dad.
Punching, he's got more. I think he's more skilled, more quicker, and that. But that being said, also I see that Russell's mind frame has changed a lot as far as he wanted to box more. So I would love to see Warrrington to come up here. Where he takes that leap or not, I don't know, because who else he has over there in the UK? I don't see nobody else. He's beating everybody else. He's beating
Lee Selby. He beat Frampton.
The only thing he got left is the rematch with Selby, and that's like all dried up already. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
I think he should come up over to the U.S., do what Joshua did, and fight the fine fight.
He's got Oscar Valdez as well in this weight class.
Yeah, so that's a great fight right there. And in that weight class, you have fighters in there.
A lot of top fighters coming up through the ranks.
So he was very impressive with me. Like I said, he stayed aggressive. He won because he was aggressive. Kid Galahad, he learned from this. After the fight, I seen the interview and they were talking to him. He had a big freaking eye pop up like that.
Lumped up, yeah.
Real bad. And he was saying he was humble like always, because when you lose, you have to accept the fact and humble yourself. And he's basically said, I've learned from this fight. Kudos to Warrrington, but I'll get better and I'll be back. And for Warrrington, I think he's an aggressive fighter. So if he comes up here with fight,
Gary Russell, Oscar Valdez, or Santa Cruz.
Yeah, any of those fighters. I would see that. You know why? Because now you got speed against a speed with some power, and an aggressive fighter like Warrrington going. He just keeps going at you. It'll be a great fight, I think.
Okay. Well, fight for me was interesting because these two had.
I'm sorry. Was this fight that Beard and husband were the referees? The
Bird, you mean?
Yeah,
Bird
and husband. Cause I heard some. I might get the fight confused.
No, that was
that was BB, right, or someone else? I'm sorry. I thought that was the fight, but go ahead. I'm sorry. That's something else.
Anyway, with this fight, it was interesting because Warrrington and Galahad actually fought twice in the amateurs.
Right.
Warrrington beat him twice in the amateurs. He was the more experienced fighter.
Okay.
And the fight was good, man. Like, I think first of all, Kid Galahad. There were many spots of the fight where I thought he showed good defensive abilities.
Yeah.
He showed the ability to land the straight left hand. There were some things he did well, but for the majority of this fight, I swear to God, if you would have put about 48 pounds on him,
yeah,
and made him a little bit darker, he would have been Andre Ward. He was holding like a
shit. He was
holding like crazy.
The Andre Ward drink. You know what I mean? Hold on.
holding like crazy.
I'm like,
And
damn, what is
it
it?
was pissing me off because like he didn't fight bad, but
No.
the constant holding pissed me off. And then it was like like Kid Galahad didn't have the kind of jab that would be able to keep a guy like Warrrington off of him.
Right.
And then Warrrington, you know, he's got a decent jab. He don't got like a world class jab like that either. So you saw how when you get two fighters in who are decent, who are solid fighters, but neither one of them has they have jab, but they don't have the world class jab. They don't have command distance. They don't know how to shield things, frame, spin off. They don't none of that stuff. So I don't know, man. Like the fight was good. I personally scored it. I had Warrrington winning by a round.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people are saying that this is a robbery. I think that's a bit extreme because I think Kid Galahad left a lot to be desired. There were good moments from him, but there's just not enough of them.
No.
And you know the thing is, the way he was fighting, he was trying to slow down. The objective was slow down the pace of Warrrington, and he failed to do that.
Yep.
So because he failed to do that, there were many rounds in the fight where Josh Warrrington was the ring general. And, you know, ring generalship is a scoring criteria. There were times where you know, Josh Warrington's aggression was effective aggression. So he fulfilled 2 of the 3 scoring criteria in many of the rounds, which is why he won the fight for me. It's that simple. It's that black and white, and there's no reason to complicate it. So for me personally, I want to see him fight Gary Russell.
Well,
I like to see how he handles someone who's maybe that's how the work rate he does, but it's just as for the fast of hand speed of Gary Russell.
Speed.
You know, that left hand down the pipe will be because Warrrington fights with a high guard.
Yeah,
and if he comes forward with Russell, I can see Russell just shooting that left hand right down the pipe.
Oh, he'll eat him. He'll eat him up alive, I think. But I'll be 2 tests for both of them. 2 warriors in the ring. I see that Gary Russell wants to fight more, so bring it on. Bring Warrrington out here. Great fight. I think the determining factor for me that Warrrington one was I think it was 7th round, was it, or the 12th? Which round was the one that we talked about that Warrrington was very aggressive and took it to him.
I think it was the 7th.
I think it was the 7th round. But anyway, it was one of the later rounds, and that was the point for me to say, okay, he's gonna win. And then my son was telling me, Dad, you can't always just say aggressive fighter because aggressive fighter could throw punches. He could be missing all the time. You have to be more close.
You gotta look at the punches to see if they're landing and they're scoring.
Yeah. So, but I mean, I guess in this we're gonna get the ties. For me, goes to Warrrington. I think he did fine.
Yeah, I thought he just edged it.
Yeah, barely. But I mean, it's also a grow-up time for
Galahad.
He get experience now. He knows what to expect from a high-level fighter like Warrrington or anybody in that level. I would like to see actually Warrrington take. And I don't want to see because Frampton's not fighting no more, right? Or is he still with Top Rank?
I heard Frampton's still fighting.
Yeah, he signed with Top Rank.
I heard Oscar Valdez might fight him.
Yeah, but what I'm getting at is that I don't want Josh Warrrington to come all across from the UK.
Fight for Carl Frampton?
Yeah, to find a UK fighter because he's in America. No, I don't want that. Bob Aaron, if you're hearing me from Top Ranking, Frank Boxing,
listen to him.
Do not put Frampton with Warrrington. I'm sorry. I don't want to see 2 UK fighters. I want to see what Warrrington can do with American fighters.
How about Warrrington versus Shakur Stevenson?
Ooh, I don't know. You know what? Shakur Stevenson's been maturing a lot, man. And I think he's a little younger. Got more. I think he has more speed than Warrrington. That'd be a good fight. That will be a good fight. And I think in that fight, I'm gonna go with the kid from New Jersey.
Shakur?
Yep, I'll go with him.
I'd probably go with him too.
I mean, because of the fact that I've seen him grow in stages. I mean, he's not no Tank Davis. He has his own way, but he's getting better as he goes along.
Yeah.
And he's got that knockout power.
Hopefully he can stop slapping these girls up in the streets and it'd be good.
Oh, I don't want to hear that. Yeah.
You didn't see the video where he was friends and they slapped that one girl?
Yeah, he probably was like drinking or something. But he's made some. He's young. He's gonna make some mistakes, but nothing like that.
I know all about that.
But that's who I will pick if he comes here to fight him or Valdez or what's the other one? Not Tio. The other
Gary
one.
Russell.
It's Gary Russell.
Leo Santa Cruz.
Yeah, Santa Cruz.
Okay.
But then I haven't seen Santa Cruz and Santa Cruz
ain't gonna fight him. He's an out-handed guy.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens. But I think Gary Russell is gonna leave. Hopefully he'll probably leave PBC, and if he goes to another promotional company, who knows? He'll be fighting more.
Might be what he needs.
Like I said, kudos to Warrrington. Bring your ass horse.
Is that your UK accent?
Yeah, America. And that's what I got to say on that fight.
All right, so there you have it. that's our little thoughts on the Warrrington versus Kid Galahad fight. I had it 7-5 for Josh Warrrington.
Yeah.
Don't think it was a robbery.
No.
But you guys let me know what you think in the comments down below. Let me know if I'm crazy. Make sure you smash that like button. You know, because we're on the road to 20,000 subscribers. We might even be there by the time this video comes out.
Yeah.
But yeah, do that. Make sure you keep continuing to support True School Sports.
Any way you can, we'll gladly be happy.
Any way you can. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me. But I'm just kidding, dang it.
And we're just grinding and keep on grinding until TSS keeps on climbing.
There you go.
Yeah.
Take care, guys.
Yeah, take care.
Absolutely.
And real true sports. Always.
True School Sports.
True school sports.
There you go.
Always.
Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT. We're at the Davy Powell, and you're watching True School Sports.